Live viewer comments show up. Stream show comments. It's not showing my picture.
Your picture too that's underneath. Are you gonna hit up with the black screen? I don't see you. I see a black screen. So
Show.
Over on the left, it should tap it because I'm seeing your little evil thing. Over on the left, tap your little evil thing. It's not showing you, it's showing your evil thing.
Oh my gosh.
It's only showing. You should be able to go over on the left underneath where it says Grillin and Chillin. It should. Okay, hold on, something happened. No. There's 3 dots and then a little, another little thing in there. 3 right next to the 3 dots.
Oh.
Tap on that.
I did. It says stop, mic, cam, edit audio avatar.
Go to live cam, I believe.
I did live cam. Now it's saying end broadcast. See, you think it would come up. It says I got leave studio. It says mute or start cam. When I do start cam, it won't come up.
Are you tapping on the little thing right underneath the screen? I can't see your screen.
It's like a little person.
Okay, let's go closer. Okay, see that little white box on the left over there where your picture is?
That little white box?
Yeah, see that over there on the left?
Over here?
Yeah, that little box. You should be able to tap on that circle.
It says invite a guest to see how this layout is unique. Oh, it's a tip. Tap on the circle. Stream. Oh.
Okay. See the camera, the invite.
You see this down here? It shows the camera. It says start cam, and I am, but it won't.
Can't open off on the phone, and I still can't see on the computer.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Is it working?
I still don't see it on the screen, but it's bubbling right now. So give it a second.
Make your sausage a little churro.
Okay, hold on. There you are. I see you now.
You know what it was?
Okay.
I had my camera up, the webcam to take a picture for the thumbnail, and I seen it say close anything that's using your camera.
Okay. Now I'm going to try to explain how you bring me up. What you do is down where you webcam.
On the invite?
I'm trying to, you're talking on the computer, but you're also talking to me, so it's kind of hard here. Anyway, over where down by at the bottom where you was tapping all those buttons, there should be an invite. Go to invite, tap your left, the left
mouse.
and it should bring up the screen, giving you the option to copy.
Yeah, it says okay. Copy to clip. Oh, that's how you put the thing in?
Now, okay, now listen, go out of that now. I mean, hit the X out. After you copy, hit the copy, X out. Now, go to invite.
You got all this up here now.
And
left click. Okay, you did that. You already did it.
Right click, paste.
Go to your little chat box on the bottom, right there on the bottom right.
Hi, Lori.
Hit the left trigger.
It's up there. The right.
Now put paste.
I did.
In that little box.
I've got it where you can click it.
Did you hit paste? Oh, there you are. Okay, here I come, girl. I'm going to turn you off the phone.
Okay.
Your Mondo burgers are almost done. About another 10-15 minutes.
Open it up. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Make sure you close everything so it doesn't slow. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. That took forever. I'm so sorry. What time is it, by the way? Oh my Lord. Y'all are so good and patient. That took like 10 minutes. Thank you so much, Vicky. Oh, and will it grow? Will it grow? Thank you for being so patient.
I'm gonna go get you a hot dog bun so you can have one of the sausages.
No, thank you. Just wait and we'll eat. We'll eat like the burgers tonight.
Okay.
So how everybody doing tonight?
Can't hear nobody?
Come on, Vicky. Do I click or add to stream? Oh, there you
I was just going to leave you a message. Hold on. Let me get out of there. I was just about to type in. I'm in your basement. That's what they call it when you were down here in the hole.
Nice. I saw it just a little bit, kind of like not real bright. And then I was like, what? And then I clicked it. And then there you are.
There's Vicky.
There you go. Your first live feed. Yay.
Oh my gosh. High five.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so proud of you. You're finally doing your first live on StreamYard.
Yes. And it sounds so much better than the phone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't realize I was yelling. My husband came out and put his finger to his lips, like telling me, shh. I do that frequently. It's the family thing. We all talk over each other.
Will it grow? What is your name? You'll probably have to tell me about 5 times before I remember. I'm so forgetful. I'm better with faces than I am with names. Will it grow?
Yeah. And then there's Tiny Titan 50 is in there. Hello.
Yeah,
Chico.
she's been around for a long time. She is such a good
Yes, I
friend of
know.
mine. So,
I know. I've commented to her
John.
comments before.
Oh my gosh, John is will it grow? His name is John. Hi, John. John was my most favorite person in the whole wide world. His name, my
Chico.
grandpa. He is the one. My mom's dad. He's full blood Sac and Fox Indian, and he was a peacemaker, and his name is oh, I already said that. Um, I called him Gagapaw because I didn't know how to say grandpa, so we called each other
Uh,
Gagapaw. And
uh,
yeah, he's full blood Sac and Fox Indian. He is a peacemaker, and his Indian name is Mathamit, and he was in the Deer Clan. I'm in the Bear Clan. Yeah,
so I want to be a bear clan. Can I join?
yeah. That's what Rick said. I want to be in the Bear Clan.
I am a bear.
He
That
is a
just
bear.
sounds so cool.
Yeah, I don't know how the clans do it because my grandpa was in the Deer Clan, and then my mom I think is in the Bear Clan, and my all of the rest of us are in the Bear Clan. So my
Well, you
Indian
know what?
name, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kathy.
So my Indian name is Makwaka, and it means bear woman. So funny story. My mom told me. I asked my mom when I was real young. I was like, "Hey, mom, what does my Indian name mean?" And she goes, "Oh, it means two bears using the restroom." And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of embarrassing, but okay. I'm proud Indian. I'm
Two
two
bears.
bears using the restroom. Okay." So, so growing up through the years, I told all my friends that my Indian name means two bears using the restroom, and I was ready to throw down with anybody that was going to make fun of me. I so I said that. So then when I turned like 17 or 18, I said, "Hey mom, do you remember my Indian name?" And she said no. She said, what is it? And I was like, Mom, really? And then she kind of giggled and covered her mouth, and I was like, oh my gosh. And she goes, no, Kath, what was it? What does it mean? And I said, two bears using the restroom. Oh my God. She just died laughing. I wanted to kill her. I was like, are you serious? I said, I told all my friends in junior high, high school, elementary, what my Indian name meant. And
So is that really what it meant, or was she being polite about
no,
it?
I didn't find out until 2009 that I asked an elder of the tribe when I was at the powwow. I said, my Indian name is Mak- Makwaka. I was pronouncing it wrong. And he goes, I said, I'm in the Bear Clan. And he goes, oh, Makwaka. And I was like, yeah. My sister makes fun of me and she's like, oh, my kaka. She's so mean. And
Oh
so
no!
I was like, so
Hello,
I told
will
my
it
mom,
grow?
and she just started laughing. I was like, man, yeah. So he told me it means bear woman. So I didn't find
Oh,
out.
okay,
Yeah,
that's better
yeah, that
than
is
what I
so.
was thinking.
Yeah, because
I have a dirty mind. I'm sorry.
so do I. I blame it on my mom. It's her fault. Oh
Now,
my god.
you can tell me, is this true or not true? Have Native Americans actually really, in the past, adopted white people?
Uh, you probably know more about Native American culture than I do.
I'm
uh,
thinking that they did. Well, my
there
next question is, how do I go about getting adopted?
Okay, so the well, first of all, remember we were talking about um, whether or not you had Native blood in you, Native American blood in you or not. Well, it's the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Bureau of Indian Affairs is the government where they keep a list of all the Native American people. So the only way, and it's hard, and I wish it was easier for people to find out,
I don't
but
want to go through all that, Kathy. I just want you to adopt me so I'm
you
then
know
an
what?
Indian.
I will adopt you, and we will make it our own official adoption. How about that?
That's what I want. I want you to
Okay, well
adopt
then that's what
me,
you're getting
and
it.
then
I
I'm
will
a
adopt
Bear Clan, and you can
you.
give
Yes,
me an Indian name. Stop,
yes.
and I'm all good. That's all I want.
What, baby?
Dances with dogs.
Rick
Stop.
said, Rick said he's, Rick says, how about dances with dogs? Your
I
puppy
like
dog.
Dances with Wolves. Yeah, that was
Dances
a cool
with
movie. Come on, give it some thought,
dogs.
y'all.
I,
I ain't
I,
saying give me a name right now. I'm saying think about it. You've known me for almost 2 years now, I think. It's
I
been about
know.
2 years.
Oh, thank you, Lori. Moms are terrible. Moms are really terrible.
Your mom
Oh,
sounded like she was fun.
she is
Simply,
fun
she
and
just
she's
sounded fun. I
you're
would
related to
probably love
Buffalo
your
Bill?
mom like I love you.
Yes, everybody. I
Also, his
grew up. I grew up in Buffalo Bill, Buffalo Bill Cody.
okay. That's
Uh,
Wild Bill Hickok with somebody
is
different.
that Wild Bill?
You know, that's really funny that she said that because I'm related to Belle Star. Do you know who Belle Star is? She
Uh-uh.
married a Native American guy. She did the Buffalo Bill Roadshow. Belle Star was, I believe she shot guns or she rode horses or something to that effect. But
Oh
um,
wow.
the original family name was Speck. And when she married the Native American guy, it went to Star. So I am related somehow Indian in that way because I was related to Belle Star, who married a Native American with the last name of her last name was Speck. She married a Indian guy whose name was Star. His last name was Star, something
Oh
Star.
wow.
So
So most Native Americans, back in the day when my grandma and grandpa were younger, they would take them from their families. They would put like the girls in
I
Catholic
know.
church like homes, and make the guys or the men work on the like my grandpa worked on the railroad. Well, so my grandma Crane was grew up in I live in Mashpee, and I love all the native Wampanoags.
Wampum. What is that? What is that?
Wampanoags that are my friends. Uh, Wampanoags is a tribe name, right? John?
I've never heard that one before,
I
actually.
think I have. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it sounds familiar to me.
It sounds like wampum. You know, wampum.
Yeah,
That word I have.
Wampanoag.
Wampanogs.
Yeah,
Wampanogs. Something like that.
you're probably saying it right.
Because
You know that.
isn't wampum wampum? I'm trying to think of what
Wampin.
I remember what that word was, but it's not coming to my head. Wampum. It means something. What does it
Yeah,
mean, Victoria?
it sounds so
I
familiar to me too. So,
it's
y'all
I
want me
want
to
to
tell
say it
you?
has something to do with babies,
Okay, look.
but you froze.
So I will tell all.
Froze with your
Well,
tongue
let
out.
me start over again. So our family taken away. Okay, so it is a tribe.
What?
Cold Quest.
Is it
Oh, okay. I
Wampanoags?
see it.
You say it. You say
Yeah.
it, Victy, and then I'm going to be
Or
quiet
wampum.
and let's see if you're right. You
Wampanogs. Is it pronounced like Kathy was saying it or
Here it
like
goes.
what I'm saying it? Is it like
He said he
whopping
misspelled
logs?
it. He said he misspelled it. He'll probably do it again.
Oh, okay.
Um, so, unfortunately, my great grandfather fought the Nez Pierce.
They were a
I'm so
really peaceful tribe as far as I heard.
okay. I'll tell y'all something. So, I grew up hearing stories about what the white man did to my family, and it was really painful.
Horrible.
Yeah, really horrible. So, I took it personally because it wasn't that long ago. It's just my grandparents and
Yeah.
like my grandma in the Catholic school she was in. If her and grandpa, if they spoke their native tongue, they would cut it out. So they weren't allowed to speak their language. Um,
Yeah.
also, um, so they had to suppress a lot of who they were, and they had to,
They cut their hair,
yeah, they cut their hair, gave them white men's clothes, they gave
gave
them
them
men's names.
Christian
That's
names
why,
like John and
yeah, yeah. So that's why a lot of Native Americans don't have a first name and a last name, but they don't have a middle name. And about
and
two weeks,
they were also forced labor. The children, they
yeah,
used the children to iron. I mean, the girls anyway, to iron, to weed the gardens, to do the dishes. It was more or less forced labor on children. I really don't appreciate what the Catholic churches did back then. They would actually abduct children from their families. Families tried to hide the children from the Catholic churches and the authorities when they would come to take children directly from their parents, whether
hmm,
the parents wanted it or not.
yeah,
I I love Indians. And I must sound like an Indian right now with my anger that it boils me inside when I think about all that I know that happened, and I know
hmm,
a lot. Okay, I've since a little child, I've always studied and learned about just Indian Native American people, the people which the Ogallala Sioux people call themselves the people. They don't even call themselves by really much by their tribe name. They just call themselves the people, and
yeah,
that's the Ogallala Sioux. And I had a friend that I loved dearly that I haven't talked to her in many years. As the Indians would say, many moons. It's been many
yeah,
moons since I've talked to her, and
hmm,
she was an Indian princess. Her dad was Bigfoot on the Ogallala reservation. He was like the chief, and she won the Native American princess of that particular tribe. She was
oh
beautiful.
wow,
So, and I've always made Native American friends like yourself, Kathy. I
hmm,
tend to gravitate to them, and I guess I ingratiate myself enough, and I start telling them everything I know, and pretty soon I'm making friends, and it's like, yeah,
yeah. That's why a lot of people, most people probably know more about the Native American culture through history and maybe through meeting people more than I do. The reason I say is because of what happened to my family and the way they were suppressed. When we grew up, it kind of trickled down to my mom, my
yeah.
aunts, my uncle. It kind of trickled down to where they didn't speak much of the culture because they knew that they would be
You're freezing up,
criticized
sweetie.
in the field if they spoke
On
for
me.
themselves. So
Let me.
we didn't learn a whole lot.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still here. I was just checking something.
Okay, that is so cool, John. I wish I was closer. When I first moved here to Houston, well, I lived here many years ago when I was really young, but when I first moved here to Houston, I felt so out of place because, well, first of all, I was from a little town in Oklahoma where the junior high and high school was in the same building. 4 classes on one side, 4 classes on the other. That's where I grew up, very sheltered.
That's so
And I
funny.
thought I lived in a world where I thought everybody loves everybody. It's just rainbows and butterflies, peace, joy, and happiness, and all of that. It was beautiful. You
Well,
weren't
that's how all, in my opinion, that's how all children should feel. And unfortunately, children are being made to grow up too fast, in my opinion.
yeah.
I think
I
all children should be naive and innocent until they get to junior high.
Yeah, that is, Lori. It is. I wish that I had learned a whole lot more about stories and my family. I know some. My grandpa always told me, thank you, baby. My grandpa always told me, my grandma and grandpa told me, you be careful, Kathy, or they call me Gagapaw. You be careful, Gagapaw. Don't tell people what we tell you and what we talk about because they'll make fun of you and everything. They told me the same as they did mom and my aunts and uncle, and they'll treat you bad and everything. So, but I was so they told me a lot of things. They've told me not to share with people. Well, I was so proud of who I am and my culture that I shared it with my friends. Well, come to find out, Grandma and Gagapaw was right. I shouldn't have shared those things with them because they did exactly what they said they would do. Even though they were my friends and I loved them and I grew up with them, they looked at me like I was crazy. Or a lot of the spiritual realm is very real and alive, in our lives.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it's just a normal everyday thing for us. So yeah, it was sad. So I learned a little bit about my culture. Um, I learned a few words, some words, and Potawatomi song. My grandma trained my mom was Potawatomi, and I learned a
Save
song.
the song, Kathy. Save the song and go on Jerry Holly and sing it.
Okay, you want me to sing it right now?
Can't save it.
No, save it. Sing it
Save
on
it.
Jerry Holly. Yeah,
Okay,
No, you do it okay.
okay,
sing it on Jerry Holly. People have to give Jerry Holly time that way.
okay.
They want to
So
see you sing.
okay, I don't know what the song means because it's in Potawatomi language, and I never asked Grandma before she passed what it meant. But I'm sure you could ask a Potawatomi member or an elder, and they'd probably be able to tell me exactly what it means. But I sang it
Do
to
you
all of
think
my
you
kids
could,
when they were babies.
at your age, do you think you could learn your language?
I
The
actually have
language?
I actually have a bunch of CDs and everything with the words and the teachings of the language. I actually have all of that stuff because there is a school in Oklahoma in Stroud that or the library they teach the language to everyone. So
That would
I
be
could
awesome. I
learn.
want to learn.
Yeah. So you want me to tell you? Y'all want to hear all the Indian words that I know? Rick
Yeah.
knows. Okay, so sorry, y'all. This is adult. If you have any children, might want to send me the other way. It's not really bad because we don't have bad words in our language. Okay, so we thani no means come and eat, or let's eat, or eat.
We can know.
We
Nino.
not we thani no.
We sunny know.
We thani no.
We ta ni no.
No.
We
Yeah,
tani no.
yeah. We thani
Ta.
no. Yeah.
We tani
So
no.
mm-hmm. So we thani no. A lightning bug is Wawa Taffy. My
Wawa
sister
taffy.
Wawa Taffy. Yeah.
Wawa taffy. So there's a lot of
Yes. So she would
th.
say, "Oh, look, there's a whole bunch of Wawa Cathies." She'd make fun of me. She made fun of me a lot.
Wawa taffy.
Yeah, Wawa Taffy. And then, um, and then those big locusts that have that little stick in the middle of their deal, and they leave the shells out on the trees. The big
Not
locust.
really, but tell me what.
Okay, that's a
It's a
biscanoni.
locust.
Yeah, locust is biscanoni.
Biscanani.
Uh huh.
Biscanani.
Biscanani. And a
It's not
cow.
something I want to ever see. I don't want to see a Biscanani.
Oh, I love them. They're my favorite. Biscananis, they're so big. They're like this big and they're
Like a
green,
praying mantis?
sort of,
Like
but
a
they're
praying
fat.
mantis.
They're the things that you hear in
Oh,
the trees that are real loud and they just ring real loud.
I bet you they sting you too. Somebody's saying hi to
Hi,
you.
Cliff. Hi, Cliff.
Cliff's Random Silliness. What a
Oh,
name. I
yeah,
like
I
that name.
met him
Uh,
last night. Okay, so we got, and then a pig
keep
is
going.
kukush. So the little joke
Cuckoosh.
is, yeah, the little joke is, so we're so used to saying our language around here in Houston, there's not enough Native American people that know what we're talking about. So we went up to Oklahoma to Stroud for the powwow. And while we were there, we were standing in line to order some food. And this woman and man were up there and they were ordering all this food and they were big people and they were taking a long time. So my sister was like, and this big old tall Native American man turned around and looked at my sister and we was like, oh shit. We forget they understand what we're saying up here because we're by our own people.
Kathy, tap on Cliff's little blue icon and make it go away. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Now you
they're
got.
beautiful bugs. They're
I don't
beautiful.
like bugs.
They're not gross. I love them.
I don't like bugs. I don't like any kind of bugs. After being eaten by mosquitoes, I don't like any kind.
Oh, look
Hey, look who's here! Is it Millie or is it James?
We can never. Is
I
it?
wonder
Oh,
if
yeah,
it's.
James. Oh no, we just dropped the soda.
Is it Millie or is it James or is it
Yeah,
both?
I forgot. It could be, or it is both.
Try that. It's really good ice
Thank
cream.
you.
Hello, weekend RV.
So then the big Native American man started laughing. And we was like, oh my gosh, we forget that they understand. This is good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we forgot it's hickory with 3 different types of peppers inside the sausage.
Oh,
So,
I don't eat meat, remember?
oh,
Still good.
that's right.
For us meat lovers, it is still good.
I was so hungry today too.
But I don't begrudge people who do eat meat. You know, it's just a personal choice for everybody. He's saying
I like
hi to
vegetables.
Tiny Tight.
So
I want to eat some Indian corn on a grill or in a barbecue. Indian corn. I can't wait to come up there, Kathy.
oh my god, I cannot wait. So is Ken gonna come with us when we go to the powwow?
No, because he works seasonally, so he'll be right in the middle of work when I come. And he really can't take off work because now we got to pay his dad back for the roof.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he won't be able to make it. And I hope it all works out. I hope I will be able to come up. I really want to.
We're gonna make it happen. We have a whole year to plan for it.
With the Nino, honey. Where did the plate
See,
go?
Rick says we thunny know. He says we thunny know, honey. He's bringing me a plate of dinner.
We thunny know. We thunny know.
We thunny know.
Time to eat.
That's what when us
We'll
kids
eat
were
dinner.
at the homestead, then we would all be running around all crazy and they'd holler, we thunny know, and we'd all come running. Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god.
listen for that when we go to the powwow.
It looks like
Oh my goodness.
big old meatloaf.
That's one huge burger.
Yeah, we'll do it down here in Texas.
Yeah, Texas size burger. So,
Hey
oh,
y'all,
look who's
Mike and MJ's RV adventure. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Yes,
It's her first live. And we're talking about her culture and her Native American culture, and I'm just loving it because I love everything Native American.
And
And
Vicky is
so,
going to come to Oklahoma. I'm going to have her fly her down or however she wants to do it. And we're going to take our little RV.
flying's quicker. I'll get there quicker.
A plane. Yeah, I think plane would be better. So we're going to take this little RV, which you can't see because I waited till too dark, too late to do it. Oh, they said yum.
I gotta put my glasses back on. I thought I was gonna be cute, take my glasses off. It don't work. I gotta wear them.
No, thank you, hon. Hey, Mike and MJ. And then, oh yeah, gosh, see how that's what I was talking about. I talk about something, and then I tell like 5 different stories, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I was talking about this, and I have to go back.
For feed, you can talk about whatever you want.
Okay, so I was okay. So many things happened when I was growing up. Like, so they suppressed us a lot, and then so when my mom was born, and my aunts and them, then they were taught. They didn't teach a lot of their culture to them too much either, because they knew that they were going to have to grow up in predominant white America. So they taught them only what they taught them very little. So we know a little bit of the language, and we know some stories that we were not supposed to share with people.
Right.
So then, yeah, I didn't learn it. That's why I said most everybody else probably knows more about the Native American culture than I do. Because when I went to school and I was in Oklahoma, Oklahoma history, I refused to read out of that book. So is what I would do is I would stand up on my desk in the middle of class, and I'd have that Oklahoma history book, and I tell them, I'm not studying out of here. You can go ahead and fail me if you want, but this book was wrote by white people, and it's all lies. I'm not going to listen to any of it. So I didn't study any history. And then because I was so anti-political or anti-government because of what happened, I didn't pay any attention to government history or American history. So I don't know any history except for what I know in my life. That's like it. It's terrible. That's why I say everybody.
I know everything I know because I read, I watched videos. And like I said, I've been so into Indian stuff since I was old enough to start reading. I would check out In the Wilderness Family, or I think that's the name of it. I would check out Little House on the Prairie books that when they would talk about the Native American, just so I could see the Native American parts of things. You know, I check out white books so I could find out, read the story about the Indian.
I would never watch Cowboy Ninja. I would be so mad. Hello, ladies.
It's
oh,
like
Van Life with Gina. Hi,
Gina. Hello, Gina. She says she can't stay long, but wanted to say hello. Oh, thank you for coming to Kathy's first live.
Yeah, it's like
we had a heck of a time getting her on here at first.
10 minutes, but if you didn't help me, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
And I'm not very smart. I mean, I'm just learning too. So, but this is my best, my sister from another mister right here. Yeah.
So, yeah. So most people know a lot more than I do. I only know a little bit. Okay, so.
Oh, Gina reached 1,000.
All right, Gina.
Woo, Gina!
Yay! Now she can get subsidized.
It's a Pepsi, guys. So Indian words. So then
Yes.
we didn't have very many Mexicans in Oklahoma when I was little. So I don't know the word for Mexicans. But white people are called Mocamon. It's not slang
Mocamon.
or a bad thing, but they're called Mocamon. An old white man
Mocamon.
is a bushy-do. An old white
Bashidu.
man is mhm, a uh, like black people are called Muffy.
Muffy.
Um, you're welcome, Muffy. So we had some Muffies and Mocamons in Oklahoma at the time. So you know, my birthday is June 1971, y'all.
June 19th.
June 19th, Juneteenth.
You're
So
still a
on
baby.
my huh?
You're still a baby.
Yeah. So I don't feel like it. My body's getting all broken up. So
Be born in '66.
on my birthday, my kids tell me Happy Muffy Day, Mom. They don't tell me Happy Birthday, Mom. They tell me Happy Muffy Day, Mom. Oh, the little butts. Oh, look
Oh,
here, Bucks Van D. Yeah.
hello, Bugs Bandy.
So okay,
Thank
so I
you for coming.
yeah
Woo! We getting
for being
the
here.
big dogs now. It's just a slang. No disrespect. Just meaning you guys are above 1,000 already. So you guys are the big guys in on my book.
Bucks can see is in the house. In the house.
That's awesome.
Wouldn't that
That's
be in the
awesome
RV?
that you guys are showing up here.
I know, it makes me feel so good. I love y'all so much. I'm leaving. You're running while I get my dinner.
I must have made them.
Okay, come back if we're still here.
Because Bucks Candy, sorry. Oh. So, what was I saying? I forgot.
You're gonna ask a question and you got subtract.
You
Oh,
were
yeah.
gonna tell us some more Indian words.
Yeah. And then people call their RVs boxes or vans. Do people call their RVs vans?
I don't know. I call a van and an RV an RV.
Me too. But, you know, I'm going to say it anyway. Look. Okay, so what is it? Van life with Gina Payne. Okay, so I saw that and she was doing her live earlier this morning, and I was like, oh wow, she lives in her van. And I was about to go on and say, I used to live in my truck. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's not a van. That's a big old RV. Big old rig.
Oh, it's a van. It's a van that she converted. You should go and watch the one where she's converting, changing it and stuff.
Oh, only
Box
if
van
it's
deep.
Oh, so she used to have a van?
I think she started off in a car, didn't you, Andy? Didn't you start off in a car and then you went to a van and now you're in the box van? Let's see if she got my question.
Is it sort of like the one that's in your picture?
It's like a moving van almost looking, but the kind that's open, you can go up to the seats from the box. I believe it's like that.
That is so cool. I was living in my
her family. You should let her come up and talk about herself on your channel.
Oh yeah.
I'll drop down if she wants to come up and talk about herself. Oh, she's in a cargo trailer and then the box van.
Do you want to come up and talk?
Well,
we didn't add more people. You can stay.
Well, I'm afraid it'll glitch up if we get too many of them. I mean, I guess you're supposed to be able to get 10 people now.
Yeah.
Without
Let's see how it
what?
goes.
Drop your link. Remember how I told you? Go
Mhm.
over and tap on the chat on the bottom, the left
There we go.
button. There you go. Fox Vandy, if you want to join us, please hit the stream.
You,
We'd
Bob.
sure like to hear from you. But what, didn't your family always move around when you was like a child or something, Dee?
Uh-huh.
That's why I would love you to come up
Oh,
here and talk about it.
we did too. We mostly lived in a car back and forth from Houston to Oklahoma. Oh, cool. We did too.
Hello.
Hi.
Is she coming up?
Yeah.
It's buffering on my end.
Hang on.
Hi,
Okay.
Dee!
We did too.
There. Now I turned my YouTube up. Yes. I wasn't sure if you were asking Van Life with Gina Payne to come up or me. This is a good test. I'm in a new campsite. I had to move today. And I wasn't sure if I could get up on the live stream so
You
this
look
is a
great.
good idea for me to come up.
Oh,
So yes, I started out in a car. I lived in my car literally for about almost a year, not quite. And then I bought a cargo trailer and I lived in that for about a year and a half or so. And now I've been in the truck going on 2 years.
wow.
Right.
So
Didn't you say that your family was like always on the
Oh,
road
see you later, Mike.
traveling?
Okay. Thanks for coming.
yes,
Sorry.
we were fruit croppers. We worked in the fields. So we lived in a station wagon and we camped in campgrounds under paint tarps or whatever we had. So I was raised pretty much on the road like I do now. So the rest of my brothers and sisters, there were 5 of us kids. They all live in houses, and none of them have the wanderlust like I do. But when I first started this journey a little over 5 years ago, I hadn't planned on living like this. It just happened because I was in a bad situation and I had to get out. So I moved into my car. So that's how I started this journey. And now I love it. And it's become my life. And it is my dream. But at first,
And
I
what
just
an
did.
exciting life you have now, Dee. Sorry.
That's all right.
I bet
With
you
some of
never
it,
expecting it to be as popular as you have become. I bet you never dreamed that you'd be where you are today. You are
I
so
was in
popular.
I was in shock when I got my first few viewers. I
You
tell
blew up
you right now.
in what, 2 weeks? You went from under 1,000 to over 2,000 in what, 2 weeks?
No, when Bob from Cheap RV Living put out that video a couple months ago, I had 1,600 subscribers, and then I
Okay.
got over 2,000 subscribers after he put out the video because people had been following me on his channel for almost 4 years. They were always every year waiting for the follow-up video. So a lot of people, once he put out the video with my channel name, a lot of people from his channel came to see me. But I had already got over the 1,000 subscribers at that point. He waited a long time because he did the video in January. He didn't put it out until almost sometime in June. Yeah. So
Oh,
he
wow.
waited. He always waits a long time before he puts out the video. I'm warm. I gotta take the jacket off.
Was it alive?
Kathy and I can only aspire to be like you, Dee.
No,
Oh my gosh.
no.
the
He
freedom.
doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't do the live videos with his interviews. He does a
Oh, okay.
video. He does a live video weekly for his own use, but not for showing other people. So,
Oh,
but
okay.
Boy,
when
Kathy.
he did the video of me, I also interviewed him. He's only been interviewed by a few people, but because we have gotten so familiar over the years, he allowed me to do a video of
Oh,
him. So
wow.
I did it. I have a video on my channel. Is an interview of Bob Wells from Cheap RV Living.
Oh,
So
wow. That is such an honor, right?
yeah, it was, and it was pretty cool. And you know, I wasn't easy on him. I asked him questions that made him a little uncomfortable, but he answered them. And you know, I asked him if he had a girlfriend and things like that. Bob Wells is
Uh,
pretty
well,
private about it.
now
His
we're
own
feeling the honor from you being up here.
I don't feel like that at all. No, you know
Oh
what,
yeah,
Victor? You're a bit, Victoria. You
Tables have
have been.
turned.
Yeah, water or anything?
She's been such a strong supporter in my channel and this
I love all
community.
you guys.
And I just,
No, thank you, baby.
yeah, I
I
just
would
love
love
you.
to be living the life that you're living with my husband and my two little dogs, but
Yeah,
that's not his dream. That's my dream, and that is
yeah,
like you said, the wanderlust. I will always
right,
have it, and I will. It's like a disease. Once you've traveled and you're feeling that freedom,
right.
which I have felt, and now I've been stable and sitting in one place for 24 years.
Uh,
It's like
that's
talk.
not that's not the end of it, Victoria. You can still do travel. You can go camping close where you live and still take your husband and your kids, or if they don't want to go for 2 days and enjoy it. And just live it for short periods of time because you'll still get the same feelings.
She's going to be
You
coming
and I,
out next year in
you and I
Oklahoma.
do have some things in common. Be not willing to talk about it on the internet, but we do have some things in common. Happy knows it's my medical conditions, and
Yeah,
I just don't talk about it too much on here, and I'm not going to.
right,
But yeah,
right.
we I'm just like sitting here going, wow, Fox Van D is on our channel, Kathy.
I have never. I did. I was like,
I
I had like I was really excited about doing things, and then I quit doing the survival gear. And when I sold my first RV, it was a 1966 Mobile Scout. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. I loved it so much. It was a little 17
Your
foot.
bathroom sucked.
Yeah, yeah. The funny thing is everything was pretty much good, kind of. I have some on my channel, some of the videos where it just started falling apart. And
Yeah, she
I feel
redid the
poor.
whole inside, the roof, the walls, everything. The
oh wow.
bathroom's what sucked.
Yeah, and then the
Well,
I'll be right back.
my bathroom sucks too. I have a composting toilet under my little tiny kitchen sink,
thank you, baby.
and it's
I
right.
love you too.
My whole life is in one room. So
Mm-hmm.
believe me, the bathroom. I don't have a bathroom. This is my bathroom. I'm sitting in the bathroom.
I
Hey,
You know?
she said something to me the
hey,
other last night. She was
just
like,
an
she was
idea,
saying, "What
Dee.
in
Have
this
you
room?"
ever thought about putting a wet bath? I just saw a lady that was living in a van, and
I have no
underneath her bed, she put it
no.
under her bed or under a cabinet, and then when you
I
lifted the cabinet, you could pull
I
a
have
curtain.
no space. I have my drawer. Everything I own is under my bed or under the sink. I mean, I'm in a little 6 by 10 box, literally, with my bed, my kitchen, my bathroom, Everything
seen,
in my
yeah.
life is in here. There's not a space for a box. I could, if somebody sent, some people have sent me boxes of food. I have no place for it. You know, I buy
Right.
what I need, and then somebody sends me something. I have to give food away because I don't have any place for it. So I love the generosity of the people. They want to help me and do things for me, but I have absolutely no space for anything.
Sorry, honey.
Hey, D, howdy, neighbor. Somebody's telling you, D.
Yeah. Well, Mike and MJ's RV Adventures are another YouTube channel, which you know, Victoria, and
Yeah.
we're all camping together.
I love
So
them to
we're
death. They're so
yeah,
sweet.
You know,
and
I
Roy,
like you're always saying, it's really hard to get to everybody's channel. So I do
I
apologize, Mike and MJ's, that I haven't actually gone and watched one of your videos yet. But because Kathy and Dee are saying something, I will try to get in there and at least watch one or two.
you know
They're like,
what, Victoria, when MJ puts out, she doesn't put out our love live streams, okay? She puts out videos. 10, 15 minutes, you can watch several of them in less
Oh,
time
that's
than
good.
what then less time than you watch one of my live streams. Go watch
Right.
MJ and Mike. She needs
That's
3
good.
more
That's short one.
subscribers to get to her 900.
three more
So
subs.
you got
Okay, well,
anybody
hold on.
that's not subscribed, let me just
I'm
say,
gonna I'm
I'm
gonna go
shouting,
check out the channel right now.
anybody that's not subscribed to her on your channel right now, she just needs a few to get to 900, and then she's gonna go to 1,000. So
Yeah,
let's
Can you
support.
right.
drop your link? Can there be a link
I
in there somehow?
I don't think. Hold on, I'm gonna get her a link. Hang on, I'm gonna do it. And you don't have any moderators on your channel?
No, ma'am.
No, she doesn't.
Okay, you need to always, if you're gonna do live streams, okay, you need
Mhm.
moderators. So let me get this link for you. Hang on.
Thank you, Dee.
Sure.
It took me
And
10
I
minutes.
don't know.
Yeah, Kathy, I like this view outside. I do look darker than you.
You are darker than me.
I look more Indian.
Just,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know.
moderate. Hang on. I don't moderate for people, but I do know that you need one. Okay, so hang on. I gotta get a link. Control C. Let's see if I can type in the chat. If I can't, I may have to do it through YouTube. Let's see.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna skip over a
Yeah,
new
I
new
can
YouTube
type in
and
the
try to.
chat. Listen, what I can do. Listen, I'm gonna put the link in the private chat. On the right side of your StreamYard, you have
Okay, I
different
see it.
options. Click on private chat. I'm gonna give this to you. Then you can copy it, and whoever, this is Kathy's channel, right?
Thank
So
you, Gina.
Kathy,
Yes.
you have to copy the link and then post it in the chat. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's the link. Just copy and then paste it into the chat window.
Okay.
Okay. I see it here. I'm gonna just go to it if I can. Oh no, I can't do it that way.
I think
Hold on.
Copy.
if you're streaming on your channel, Victoria, you can do it. If it's
Oh,
Kathy's channel, she has
There
to
we
do it.
go.
okay. All right, let me
There we go.
follow this link. Hopefully, I won't leave the channel. If
Thank you so
hold on,
much, Gina. I got it up.
I'm trying to
Okay.
copy it
Thank
right now.
you, Jay.
I think it's there. Is it there?
Right there.
Yeah. That's
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open a new page, and I'm gonna put it at the top and see if I can sub them.
It should be there.
It is there. I'm just gonna open a new YouTube page, to the homepage, and put it in that top search bar. See if
Oh,
I
so you
can
can
bring it
find
up,
them.
and I'm trying to tap on it, and it won't do anything. So I'm gonna try to do it the way
Well, it's there.
I
It's
was
in the
talking.
chat. If somebody clicks on that link, they'll be able to tell you. It's in the
And
chat.
then I also, hey baby, um, Mike and MJ, Ramblin' Rick 82 is
Where
gonna
is
sub
it?
you. If he didn't last
There it
night,
is. It is. I just subbed them.
MJ.
Or
Yeah.
I'm already. Actually, I'm already subbed to them. I'm gonna put the bell.
There you
Maybe
go.
they're
I didn't have
connected
the
now.
bell on, but I'm
I'm sorry.
already subbed to them.
Okay, Gina Payne, we'll see you later.
Bye, Gina. Thank you for
Bye,
coming.
Gina. Thank
And
you.
listen, guys, I can't stay for long either. I just moved today. I still am doing everything, trying to get it all organized. When we travel, everything gets moved around in the art in the for me. So I can't
Yeah.
stay.
I see your video. I
We
seen
certainly
your
But
appreciate
video where you were bunging, showing us
coming
how
on.
you bungee everything down
oh
so that it don't
yeah,
end up all over the place, and how you
right.
lay stuff on your shelf down on your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch your videos. I do.
I know you do. I know you
Oh, I
do
need to go
because
check that out.
you comment on my videos. That's how I know. We don't always know who watches, but when you comment, then we're sure you watch.
Oh,
Okay, that's
Yeah,
how
definitely.
you.
I don't comment a lot, but I do. I do try to comment, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do.
usually. But
Yeah,
I try to let you know I'm there, even if I say I'm watching. I'll leave. I'm
yeah.
watching D, or I watched D because I already watched it. And so I'll leave either
Well,
one
I
or the
hope you
other,
get a
watching
lot
or
of
watched.
people. I hope you guys grow, and you will. If you keep active and support others, then people will support you for sure. And the best way, I can't say this is an only way, but the best way to support other channels, go subscribe to their channels, watch a video, comment something about the video that so they know you actually watched it. Then they'll know you're supporting their channel, okay? So comment in their videos, even if it's only once in a while. So they'll come back and support your channels. That's how you build your channel. Not from quick
Exactly.
sub for sub crap, okay? Because sub for sub, they may sub and a minute later they're unsubbing, okay? But people that watch
I started off that way. It was a mistake.
when you I can that's
Pico,
not always a that's not always a
hold
bad
on,
thing.
y'all.
Some
I'll be right
do.
back. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Some do
Okay.
watch and continue, but one you really want to give to people that like your channel, that you like that they like what you talk about. So that's what you really want. You want loyal subscribers that are going to be there 6 months from now, still supporting your channel. Okay. So I need to go, but I just wanted to tell you girls you're doing great and just never give up. Just keep working. Put out lots of videos.
Yeah, I need to do
Live
more.
streams, live streams are fun, but put out lots of videos. Videos is
Okay.
where
She
I
can
got.
do better than me because, like I said, in this community, I think that it's better when you have an RV or you have a van or a car, because you can
You know,
have more content.
We love watching your videos.
Everybody in this community
well,
loves
think
chicken.
about this, okay? Not all of our subscribers in this community are RVers. A lot of from every walk of life, and people are interested in our lives and what we do, not just because we live or travel in an RV. I don't think anybody's interested in my RV that's half painted, you know what I'm saying, and messy and everything, but they're interested in how I do it, how I survive.
Yeah,
And even if you're
uh,
not living in an RV, they're interested in what you do every day, how you live your life, how you find joy, how you find enjoyment in life. So that's what they want to know. They don't care if you're living in an RV or a house.
Oh,
Okay.
over
That
there.
is so true.
That's how, that right there, over there. That's how I enjoy life.
There
That
you
lady
go.
right there.
Oh,
She
there,
makes
there
my
we go.
day.
And this
I
one
always
here,
support the line. I did it right.
she says she lives vicariously through me, but I also do her. The videos
That's
on her
great.
tonight when she's cruising around,
Yeah.
just everything she does, it pulls me out of wherever I'm at, and I'm like right
You
there
have
next
a
to
great
her. Right,
friendship.
Mike's with her
That's
kid.
You have a good friendship, and that's wonderful to see. You can tell when you guys talk to each other. You can tell. Listen, I gotta go. Thank you for having
Thank
me
you
up.
so much.
Gee, you're wonderful.
See you
Thank
later,
you.
Okay,
alligator.
bye.
Oh, that was
She is
so
awesome lady.
awesome. Oh my
She is.
God.
She's
Oh,
awesome
look.
lady.
Mike and MJ's RV Adventure said Ramblin' Rick 82. Hello.
Hello.
He said hello. You just subbed them.
I
Oh,
did connect.
he connected. Connected. Yeah, he connected with them.
With MJ? With
Uh-huh.
Mike and MJ?
Mike and MJ. Uh-huh.
Awesome. So there's a
Thank you.
you're going up.
Y'all
You're
have a
going up.
wonderful night.
Kathy's learning me on all this YouTube stuff.
Yeah, he's learning fast.
Is somebody else doing a live? We're starting to lose some people. I wonder if somebody else is coming on
Maybe.
doing a live or something.
Maybe. I don't know. It's almost 10 o'clock at my place. It's still, you still got the sun out over there.
Really?
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, it's let me see, I'll tell you what time. It's 2 hours earlier. It's
It's
8:09 here.
7:57.
8:09.
It's 10:10 here.
Yeah. Well, Kathy, it is your live, so when you get tired of talking to me on here, you can let me go and
having
end whenever you're ready. But I'm having too much fun,
I'm having too much
and
fun
it's
too.
not
Maybe
dark.
you can sit here and chit chat and see if anybody wants to join. If they don't, maybe they'll come
Yeah.
later. We'll just keep having fun
Okay.
to ourselves.
Okay. Back to
I could jump
the
on
Native
too.
American words that you know.
Yeah, get on there. We'll pull you in. Oh, yeah, the
Now,
Native American words. Okay.
yeah. Tell Rick come up.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he's getting on his phone now. He's about to be up.
You might have
Okay.
to throw that link again
Oh, yeah.
for him because after a while it'll disappear. Yeah, you're gonna have to throw it again.
The
Tiny Titan 50
YouTube
said
one?
she's still here.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Look at your little eye above your head,
Name there.
Kathy.
Oh, Lori, you're like right in between me and Vicky, right? Click that link. Mm-hmm. And then you'll put your name.
Kathy, look above your head at that little eye. What's the number? What's the number of the eye right above your head? So we've got 2 people in here right now.
Lori's here. What,
We
baby?
should have more than 2. I wonder why it's only showing 2.
Huh?
You should have.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
You should have more than 2 people in there.
She's about to have one more.
Rick's coming.
I know, but because your chat, I think it's the eye that tells you if the chat, how many people are in your page right now. But if it's only showing 2, that's incorrect. Unless I am telling you to look at the wrong place. Man, Rick, I can't hardly see you.
He's scary.
Wow.
You're supposed to go above your head, not below your head.
You don't fix
Oh,
it
not like that either.
face.
Yeah, see, if you go
What's
from
that? We don't
above
want
your
to.
head,
There we
there you go.
Hold on.
That's my better
How
half
do you
right
say?
there.
Do you know how to say hi
My,
in Indian?
how? I don't know.
I don't know. I think the numbers are wrong because it says there's 0 now.
Yeah,
She
something's
said
not right.
but she knows she's my better half.
Okay, so we got wait that I know.
I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, I mean it's coming in.
Something's echoing.
Oh,
What happened?
Who's echoing?
Probably me because I'm too close to her.
Somebody's got a channel. Oh, somebody's got a channel open somewhere.
We're good now?
Rick.
hold on,
Okay, I don't hear it now. I don't hear it now.
We're good. We're good.
No, you're still echoing, Rick.
Is it too close?
you need to turn the YouTube off.
Yeah. Oh, what is that?
I just turned it down.
Sound like a truck backing up.
Let's see.
I don't see Rick at all. Oh, there you are. There's Jenny Kathy twice. Hey, you got a twin. Awesome. She's twinned. That's cool.
Lori said hi, Rick.
Hi.
Let's see.
We cloned her.
I don't hear it now.
That's because I turned his volume down on his phone.
Can't you still hear me?
You know what? Yeah, that's right.
I can.
Can you still
I
hear
think
me?
I can hear. Yes,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I just turned the volume down on his phone. Lori said hi, Rick.
Boo.
I was about to say hi to Tiny Titan 50.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Oh my goodness.
Rick's all dark in the shadow. He's the shadow man.
No. Shadow Man's no good. No.
The dark man.
He's right here
What do you
myself.
call it? What did you say? Moosh. What's for the
Pokemon?
dark? Huh?
Oh, Muffy. Yeah,
Muffy.
he's a
Yes,
Muffy.
he's Muffy.
Now he's a
Muffy
Pokemon.
right there.
Pokemon.
Now he's a
Pokemon.
Muffy. Now he's a Pokemon. Now he's a Muffy.
Muffy.
Pokemon.
Pokemon. He says he's a Pokemon.
Okay, back to your Native American words.
That's a big burger. Where'd you get it?
You keep getting
Okay,
stuck.
Rick. Some of the Native American words that you know. I know his first word he's gonna say.
Tepahan?
What does Tepahan
What did
mean?
Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Yes, sir. I knew his first word, what it was gonna be. What's the first word?
What's it mean?
Tepahan?
Tepahan.
What's it mean?
You want me to tell him what it means or what?
Tell him. You're the one that said it.
It's how can I say this politely? Part of the female anatomy.
Okay. So
And then Namahan.
Okay, he needs to learn some different words.
I know Namahan.
He needs new words, Kathy. New words, new words. Teach him
word.
hello. Teach him how to say hello. That's better.
Namahan is a male part anatomy. And
I don't need to know that. I want to know hello, thank you. Can I have a drink of water?
I haven't been taught those. Like in any other foreign language or language that you're not any language that you're not accustomed to. Like same with Spanish. From all my Spanish friends, they all teach you the bad words first.
But these aren't bad words.
Well, not really bad.
You know
words.
what? The first word I learned in every language that I've learned a lot of different language how to say one. Here's one
Shit.
of them. Arigato gozaimasu. Mahalo.
Okay.
Gracias. Mahalo. Gracias.
De nada.
Okay. Sign language. And every single one of them is thank you.
Same thing with the
You had nice people around you.
being Italian. The first
No, I'm just a
words
nice
they taught me were
people.
not the not so nice words.
I learned something bad in Italian.
She knows it better than I do.
Somebody told me, hey, when you see my mom, she was full Italian. Hey, when you see my mom, tell her, Fangul, you still not doozy botch jooch. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was so excited. I wanted her mom to know I could speak Italian. Oh my gosh, my battery's dying
On the laptop?
on the laptop.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you better get an extension cord quick.
Oh no!
Get an extension cord. Go inside. Hurry, hurry. Take it and go inside. Plug it in.
The charger is plugged behind the TV in the bedroom. Okay, so that was
Extension
my.
cord plug. Fast, quick, 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 quick.
Well, I was going to say, where's
Plugged in.
our other guest? Here we go. So, yeah, and I was so excited that when yep, you're already hooked up. My sister from another mister.
I won't lose nothing. See?
So I was so excited that I learned Italian sentence. So when we got to her mom's house and her mom we knocked on the door and her mom opened the door, I said, Fangul, you still not doozy about you. And I had a big smile on my face and she goes, what are you say? And I reared back her fist and I was like, oh crap. And I ducked and I was like, she told me to say it. Vicky, I'll have to tell you what that means later.
Okay, in private chat. I gotta find out what you told that lady. Ooh, don't sound good though.
And so, yeah, it's like, why did
Is he
everybody?
bringing you the cord?
Here, baby.
Yeah.
Take that part.
Okay. Oh God.
I also learned in Japanese, now that I found out later that there's different dialects even with the Japanese language. But I found out how to count to 10 in Japanese. Ichi, ni, san, chi, go, roku, chichi, hachi, kuju.
Oh wow. Did you hear that echo? Sorry, that kind of scared me because it's like
Because, you know why? I think it's because you've got Rick's phone right next to you.
Yeah. Nope, I don't have power yet. This is,
I hope I don't lose you.
I don't know.
You might have to go in the house.
Where do you have it plugged in at? Plug it into the other one, babe.
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo now.
I'm gonna move that. It's charging. Thanks, babe. You're gonna have to get the bowl of food to get Harvey.
Anyway, so keep going with the language.
I don't know where my phone went. So.
It's right here.
Okay.
So, we no, and then we got Biscanani, which is a locust. Wawatati is a lightning bug.
Walakati. I like that one.
Which one
Wala Kasi.
Oh yeah,
Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, Wawatati.
Wawatasi.
Yeah, like it's like Kathy. It's like Kathy, but
with a T.
Kathy. Yeah, Tathy. Mm-hmm. Kathy.
Wawatasi.
Yeah, and then like when you have to go to the restroom, number 1 is Shishi.
Shishi?
Uh-huh. Number 2. Number 2 is Mithi.
Mithi?
And if you have gas, when you release it, it's called Jishka.
You know what? I knew your language before I even knew I knew it. Because, you know, I started off.
Yes, he
Serious
did.
as a heart attack. I started off, whenever I'd let my dogs out to go potty, I'd tell them, go shishi, go shishi.
I wonder if you heard it when you were
Dude,
younger. You didn't even realize.
I don't know, but I always tell my dogs, go shishi, go doo doo, go
Oh,
shishi.
oh, that is so cool.
That's
See,
that's
you
so
didn't have
weird.
to even know. You probably heard about it. It's Rick saved the day.
Oh,
Oh,
you're plugged in. So are you charging now?
hmm
Good.
he should
Okay.
took the flash.
I keep stopping you from saying the words.
Which word? Oh, from saying the language. Okay, let me start. So, a
Threw me off
noggin.
with the shishi.
I think
Noggin?
a lot of people know they call their head a noggin, and they don't
Yeah.
realize it's a Native American word.
No, I didn't. And I've always called it my noggin.
Yeah. Oh, and your boobies, they're your nunus.
Nunus?
Yeah, your nunus. Yeah. My mom and my grandma and them used to always joke, and my aunts and cousins, they would always say, "Oh, I'd rather it be nunus rather than old olds." Well,
You know how you say, I do know this. You know how you say, it took me a minute to remember. You know how you say white man in Ogallala? Washishe.
oh,
Or Washushu? Washishe, I think.
I know what you're talking. I've heard that before.
It's for white person. Okay.
Yeah.
Washte? Washte, maybe. Washte? Hey, is there any Ogallalas out there? Tell me if I got it right. Is it Washte for white person?
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten Harvey yet.
But see,
Harvey just
my grandma told me that my ancestors somewhere did the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears was also known for I believe it was the Cheyenne,
hmm
wasn't it? So supposedly that's what I got in me is Cheyenne, because she
mm.
was always telling me stories about. I don't, like I said, I mean they were just stories from my grandmother, but I don't know how true or if they were untrue. But she
Yeah.
said we have ancestors that walked the Trail of Tears. And so I searched that and I found out that the Trail of Tears was done by, I believe, the Cheyenne or the Cherokee. But I think it was Cheyenne, to be honest, that did the Trail of Tears.
Yeah, it's crazy. You think I would know this? I don't.
This is awesome, Kathy. You got a twin and she's copying everything you say, doing exactly the same thing.
She's always butting in too. Every time I say something.
But look at her. Can you see her? She's darker than you.
She's a copycat.
But she's got darker skin than you too.
Going all the way down to the mailbox.
She does. The mailbox?
Mailbox.
Way to the street?
Yes.
What happened?
Harvey ran all the way to the very front of the RV park, way out to the main street.
Oh no! Did he get her or get him?
Yeah, Rick's got him, bringing him inside.
Oh, good. Oh,
He's
that's
tying
scary.
Right.
That's scary enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I used to remember how they said buffalo, but now I can't remember.
So that's what we're
We're
You know
here.
what a manatu is, right? A manatu story of what
Mama Chula.
it's like a mythical. It's a Native American mythical, like medicine man. I think he was. There's a movie, an old movie that I got that from, and this lady had this growth on her, and it was growing out of her back, and it was like a I don't know what you call it, a little pygmy person, but he was an old medicine man, and he was evil, and he was bad, and they were trying to get this old Manitou gone. Hello, Harvey.
Oh, wow.
But I also know some of the stories like about Coyote. Don't ask me to tell you because I can't remember right now. My mind is
Sorry, I
about
had to go.
Coyote. Coyote is a trickster.
Look, baby.
He's known as a trickster, the Coyote. And
Lori said Rick saves the day.
I try. I try every day.
He does every day.
I shoot to be her hero every day.
He is my hero every day.
Because Lord knows she's mine.
you got to work tomorrow, Rick?
No, ma'am, I am off till Wednesday. I just looked at my schedule. I have to be there at 6, so that means I got to wake up here around 4:30.
Not until, yeah.
Wednesday morning.
My dog did the same thing that has scared me and made me mad.
Can you hear me? Put my mic with you.
Yeah,
Did
I
the same
hear you. Look at this. Look at how thick my hair.
That is so scary.
Vicky, can you hear me?
She
Yeah,
can hear you through.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she can hear you through your mic too.
Okay. I'm just weird because it says I'm muted.
wrong side. Look at how thick my hair is. It's like a horse's tail.
Look how big my hair is.
My hair is a mess right now. Oh,
Thank you. I wanted to hang the hammock tonight. I actually forgot to ask you because we were so busy. If you wanted to hang the hammocks tonight, we'd sleep out
If you want to.
in the hammocks. Oh my gosh! Look at all that pressure.
Can I have some?
my hair is growing out. See,
Um,
you see how dark my actual. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong side. See how dark my actual hair color is?
Wow.
Is it everybody's running away today?
This is the dyed. Under that, you can see where the dye stops and the dark hair starts.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's really weird how I got really dark hair, and you can see I tan really dark, really quick. Just this is within what a couple, 2, 3 days. I've gotten dark from sitting outside.
I wish I would. I sunburned first.
Me too. I burn and then I get a really nice tan.
I never burn. Well, I burned, but I've never peeled.
Oh,
I feel,
I
like,
have.
I feel
Never
like a
peeled,
banana.
never blistered.
He peels like a banana.
So,
The Lord God made her so mad.
where is it? Where is it? There, right there.
I'm so sorry, y'all. I need a cigarette.
A cigarette.
I'm so sorry. I know it's so disgusting.
No.
What is that?
Licorice, black licorice.
Yeah. My favorite.
I want
It's
I want
like
some
Jaeger.
licorice root. I actually like the licorice root, the actual plant, the licorice root is so good. I like the natural licorice root,
Oh, Jaeger tastes really good.
but
Yeah,
I've never been able to find it.
Wow.
Makes awesome tea.
We need. Lori, you like licorice, black licorice too?
Yeah. The black
Here,
licorice.
Lori. Here you go, Lori.
It's the black licorice crew.
Rick likes it too.
I love it.
Have you ever had the actual root, licorice root?
No, I have not, but I would
Oh,
try.
if you ever get a chance, it is so good, especially make tea with licorice root tea.
I like
It's good.
like jelly beans, all that good stuff, and I love me some Jaeger.
Yeah, Jägermeister tastes like it. I can do Jägermeister, but that's because I know it's gonna make me feel good later.
That's a beer, right?
It's a liquor.
Jägermeister.
Liquor.
People put Red Bull in it and call it Bull Blaster or
Jaeger bomb.
a Jaeger bomb. I used to be a
I don't
bartender.
like beer, but
It's
I
not a
like.
It's liquor.
I don't like beer, but I have tried those. What is the name of them? They're a beer, but they're kind of like those wine coolers. they're flavored, so you don't really taste the beer.
Yeah.
The Bacardi, I think, is the name that makes them.
Wine coolers?
No,
Kind of like
it's an actual beer, but it's
Smirnoff,
no, it's a
Bacardi?
beer. It's an actual,
and Bacardi.
But but it's flavored. You can get different flavors, and it don't taste like beer. That's the only time I can handle drinking anything that's beer because I cannot stand the smell of beer. Even the smell is like, ugh.
I know the smell of beer is gross. Did you know that licorice is actually dark green? Just a trivia question.
Did not know that.
Really?
I didn't know that. Thank you.
You know
It
what?
does have a green tint. I can't show you, but
I think so.
see?
Oh, it sure
Can you
does,
see the
doesn't
green
it? Yep,
tint
it is.
inside there?
I see it.
Look at your son.
I didn't know that. Until right now.
Royce and Jaeger and I have had a parting of ways. Yeah, me and Jaeger only hang out maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years.
Jaeger's my best friend.
I don't drink that much. I do drink, just not that much. Kenny bought me a bottle of, what is that, Fireball? It's like a whiskey.
Fireball.
And Fireball, and it's like, I think it's a fifth. And I
Cinnamon.
emptied the bottle maybe that much in like 3 months and shared some of that. So that's how much I drink. I mean, that much in 3 months.
Yeah, I could buy a pack of Modelo. I like Modelo. Ice cold Modelo.
Especial.
I can get a 6-pack of that, and then 3 months, 4 months, 5 months later, it's still in the refrigerator. I will not touch it. But oh my god, I love Whoppers.
Whoppers.
She ended up in Blackberry
That's
Bush.
the next thing you're going to see me popping in my mouth. I'm almost out of candy. It's the last of my candy. My Whoppers.
And I ate all of my Ferrero Rochers. Ferrero Rochers. Every single
Here,
one.
Kathy.
Let's
Here.
speak about it tomorrow. Just
Rick.
me tomorrow.
Oh, who's that? I changed my name. Who's the tyrant?
FD the Tyrant 101.
Who was you before you changed your name?
I like your dinosaur.
FD
Tiny
Tyrant.
Titan? Is that you, Tiny Titan?
I don't think it's
Oh no, it's not because it shows we have 2 people in here now.
Yeah, she's in there. So that's somebody new.
Okay, who's FD Tyrant 101?
Yeah.
Who did you used to be?
The artist formerly known as Prince.
We're waiting on an answer there, dude. Right, dinosaur guy. Come on, don't stay here.
Tyrant 10. Oh! Tyrant 101.
So now
Oh, my eyes.
FD Tyrant
Now he's
101.
FD.
So we just.
Are you new?
Or fire department?
I was gonna say
I'm
first
very
initial, last initial, but hey, fire department.
I'm very
Oh, I'm
simple-minded.
enjoying this. Look at it, still light out. Y'all are all dark.
Tyrant. Oh, you love it, huh? You got more white in you than we do. Well, Rick's Italian. He says he's white. I say no, you're Italian. But yeah, you're darker than us. Wait a minute.
I'm pretty dark.
Oh well, if I
Especially
cover
right
that.
now. Move the light again. See, I'm real dark.
He's a Muffy.
arm.
Now he's a Mokamon. Now he's a Muffy. Now he's a Mokamon. Up.
Yeah. I need to be adopted by you, Kathy, legally, so that I can say I'm in the Bear Clan.
Me first.
I would
FD
be tickled
stands
pink
for
if I can.
Foxton.
I will even change my name. If you'll give me a Native American name and somehow get me legally a Bear Clan person, I will change my YouTube name and I will be totally Indian.
Aha!
Yes, I
Or something.
will. I will go Indian on
Look,
you.
Rick's trying to do a selfie.
No, I'm just doing it better.
He don't want us to see his double chin.
Oh, I don't care. I ain't
You know,
American.
that's why they say always put the camera above you, like this. Then
We can
you're,
go right here. I don't care.
you know,
Ew, gross. Both of y'all. Oh my god, y'all are funny. Both of y'all are going,
Foxes are their favorite animal, so it stands for fox den.
FD stands for Fox Den because
All right.
fox is my favorite animal.
Well, mine are either wolves or bears.
I must be your favorite animal because Rick says I'm a fox.
He is a fox.
Woo
He's a
woo!
very foxy lady.
that's a good one. I wonder what my, I want to know what my totem animal would be. That's another one
Your
that is a
spiritual
Native
animal,
American thing.
go on a quest for and find out.
What's my
Yeah.
totem animal in the Native American
What do we call the
culture?
powwow?
You gotta go on there.
We'll go to the I can't tell you what it's called, but where we can go on a quest. I've never been on one. Those are usually the rebel Indians that go there, like my brother. I've never been. I've been to the Sack and Fox rodeo across the street from the powwow. I think I've been to the powwow, but I've never been to where the rebel Indians go and
Go on their spiritual journey.
go on their spiritual journey.
It's a trip you can
But I
book.
I
really
got an
want.
interesting story.
So they
I got
don't
an
bother
interesting story when I was young.
tell
Tell
it.
you about that kind of a thing. I met a young man, a Native American, and I don't know what. I think. Let me think. Where was I at the time? I think I was in Arizona at the time. So he was probably from that area, I'm thinking. But he had a tattoo and it wasn't finished. And he said he was on a spiritual quest and that they would finish the tattoo when he finished the spiritual quest. And when you were saying that about the spiritual quest and the totem animal, it made me think of that incident, this young man. And he was telling me about he was on his spiritual quest and, you know, traveling and stuff. And he had to do some certain things before he could get his tattoo finished and get his Indian totem
Oh,
or something.
Spiritual journeys can take a while.
I'm still on my spiritual journey. I'm still wondering what my reason for being here is.
I'm not no more. I found mine. Her name's Sherry.
Well, I guess I'm going to be on that journey until the day I die because I still ain't figuring it out.
I conquered mine.
Did you hear Rick? He knows what
You
his
what?
spiritual journey was. He knows why he was supposed to be here on this earth.
Mine was for Chatty
I
Chat.
already, wait, don't tell me. Your journey was to meet Kathy and take care of her.
Amen.
That was so good, Vicky. You were the bomb. Dig it down.
I'm an empath. I'm an empath. You don't even
We
got
were
to
talking
tell
about this the other day about impasses.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that. That's good conversation.
empath.
So, oh yeah, I think my son is too.
Because it's an empath, and then I can't remember what the other one was, but we were talking about it.
Okay, it was probably we were talking about that, and then I am. What do you call it? It's where you know things. I think it's called the word of knowledge in the Bible. Where you're just given information. So I don't know what it's called in my culture, but I know stuff. And don't ask me how I know. I just
He
know.
knows.
I just know.
You need to be writing these things down, Kathy, so the next time you go in front of an elder or somebody with knowledge of it, you can ask them the questions and then leave a space so that you can write his answers below that, whatever
Yeah.
you ask him.
Yeah. So I could be in the grocery store and I'm shopping and I walk past the Band-Aid and then I stop and I just stare at them. And I'm like, I tell myself, what are you staring at the Band-Aids for? You don't even need them. And then I leave. And as soon as I get home or by the next day, I needed those Band-Aids. That's just a small version of it. I've been in the crowds of people when I used to bartend in Houston. And this lady was one of the people there at the club was walking by and something told me just to grab her and tell her something. I had to tell her something. I didn't know what was coming. I never even thought about it. I was busy working and then I just stopped her and I was like, ma'am, I've got to tell you something. And she stopped and she was listening to me. She was like, yeah. And I told her what needed to
I'm
be.
still doing a live with Kathy. Sorry about that. Millie messaged me and I had to tell her we're still doing a live.
Tell her to come on.
Tell her, come on, sister. Our other sister from another sensitive.
Kathy said, come on and go up on her live. She wants you to come up there.
Who's sensitive?
She says she's laying down though.
Lori said I am. So it's I told her what needed to be told her and she just started crying and she goes, how do you know that? And I told her, I don't know. I just know I was supposed to tell you this. Another person, a complete different time, a different year, because I was scared to do it at first. I stopped her and I told her what I needed to tell her. And she was like, how do you know? Are you following me? Are you stalking me? And how do you know me? And I was like, I don't know you. I just know I was supposed to tell you this. And she like totally freaked out. And so that kind of scared me, but I was right on all of this.
Right.
And I don't practice this. It's just stuff that's come natural in my life. There was very spiritual. I
Yes.
used to could see this. I could see them, the past ones, and it was like an everyday life, you know, like normal people walking around.
And not all of them are nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of them are not nice. It was pretty.
Open up that sensitivity and tell me what you know about me. I want to know. I want to know, girl.
She,
Tell me
I,
what you
I wish she would come on the live, but she will not. I so wish she would. You know what, Miss Tiny, you should come on and you can leave the camera toward the blackness, but let us hear you talk. Yeah, that's a great
really?
idea, right,
Are you
Rick?
talking really? Yeah, that's a good idea. Is she on here?
Oh, not Millie, Tiny, Lori.
Oh, Tiny Titan 50. Lori.
Yeah, Tiny Titan 50. I was telling her she should join the chat and she could just turn the camera if she wanted to.
You can
Towards
hide her face.
yeah,
The same way that you brought your face from being the little circle, she can hide her face that same way. You just got to remember how to explain it to her.
excuse me.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna walk around the
Yeah,
RV.
RV wants to make an appearance.
The RV wants to make an appearance. I guess Rick's gonna do a walk around on the RV.
You can only hobble.
I can only hobble.
See anything?
Yeah.
That's your poopy.
So here's our front porch.
Now,
He and I built.
was your culture nomadic back then, or was your culture one of the farming kind of communities? You know, that stayed in one area.
I think they mostly stayed in one area. We have
Yeah, there's groups that did.
oh
Why is it all red?
oh my god, she's a coin. Oh my god, I love her. Yay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Bring her up. Bring her up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so freaking fun.
My car.
You should be able to bring up at least 10 people.
Beautiful woman out there, right there.
You sneaking up on me?
Yes, sir. Front of our RV.
It's called the Wanderer
I call it Thor. That's what it says.
or Thor. Yeah.
Let me see what time it is. It's 8:48 here. What time is it there, Kathy?
It is 10:36. Oh my gosh, here
I'm
she goes.
here. I'm here as long as you want to be here.
Yay!
You only get a certain amount of hours too. Hello there.
Happy!
Hello. I've only seen that in the comments area. That's awesome.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. You just totally made my whole day, my whole year, and everything.
That was the best I could
I'm
do.
glad.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you want to get in on a juicy conversation?
Millie said to tell you it's 10:48 p.m. LOL. I'm old. I can't stay up that late.
Oh, that's right. She's got to go to work tomorrow, huh?
It's 10:48 here too.
It's 10
Yeah.
here too.
Aubrey, you're okay.
Okay, so you said it's called sensitive?
A sensitive. You might be a sensitive.
Instead of being an impasse.
That's
Yeah, you pick up on things that are from other people that you can tell. It's a sensitive. It's not really a medium or anything like that. You're just sensitive to that kind of thing.
Make sure
Oh.
you know things are
That's
oh yeah, it's I know, like I also know things about people and what they're doing, even if they're doing something they're not supposed to be doing. I've had a couple of people in my life that I said, okay, tell me if I'm wrong or right, and don't lie. You got to be honest. And I tell them something very secretive that nobody knows, and I said, am I right or am I wrong? And it was like almost scared to tell me that I was right. And they was like, how did you know that? That's happened so many times because I was curious. Is it my imagination or is it real? Am I really picking up on something? And it's always been real. So I started to trust myself. And
That's the
Yeah,
main thing, is to trust your instincts.
yes, and that's the hardest part is to
Your son's picking up on something over there.
It's like
It's
I think I slightly kind of got that, Kathy, because whenever you disappeared on me, I've gotten a hold of you, and usually what I tell you in private, like this is what I think is going on and why you're falling out.
oh yeah.
You told me
Vicky's
I
very
thought that.
sensitive.
so she can
Yeah.
be a
Yeah,
I
she's
think
real
everybody
sensitive.
has slightly that ability.
Do you feel like other people's pain or anguish or anything like that?
Terribly.
Yes.
Yeah. Like if
Yeah,
it's
that makes sense.
not like physical pain, but like in their heart, emotional.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
You too?
I get that. I just don't tune in onto it too much.
You've blocked a lot of it out, huh?
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, me too. It was so strong in my everyday life. It was completely taking over my whole every day. And it just became tiring. And okay, so I'll tell y'all something else. Oh gosh.
I'm gonna stay here, but Kathy, I gotta pull down this thing over my head. But I'll be here. You'll hear me moving around. I'll be listening. I
Okay.
just gotta take this down.
Okay.
She'll move her tarp or what? Canopy?
So my grandma and grandpa always told me don't share certain things because people will call you crazy and this and that. My whole life has been like while I'm sitting here looking at y'all on this screen, I would see something in front I could still see you, but there would be like pictures, and it would be like, and then it's 3 seconds later, just pictures, and I would have feelings and emotions with each of those pictures, but they would come and go so fast, and I would have feelings with each one of them. So I told myself, I was telling somebody that I thought everybody had that. I was telling someone, okay, you don't have pictures that come in just like a slideshow? No, I don't know when I'm looking at you, I see you, I don't see anything else. And I'm like, okay, let me tell you what I see. So I told you it's going to go fast. I'm going to tell you the feeling. I'm going to try to keep up with it. So I told them, I said, okay, there's a man sitting on a railroad track. He's real sad. He's drinking whiskey. He looks like maybe he lives there, but he's really sad. And then I said, okay, here's a lady, and she's in the park, and she's playing with their kids, and they're all laughing. And then another picture came, and with all of these pictures. And then I seen one time where somebody got hurt really bad.
Oh,
And I didn't know what to do with that, because I thought, these things that I'm seeing, is this what I'm seeing something before it happens, or am I what already has happened? But I felt the urge and the need to go help these people. I didn't know, how do I find out who these people are? How do I help them? I just see them, and I feel, and I know what's going to happen, and I'm scared to death, and I feel for them, but I can't do anything with it.
yeah, that's the hard part. That's really hard. I can't imagine doing that anymore. I've just shut it down. It just
So you had that too, huh?
No, I don't get the pictures, but I get the emotions and the fear and the anxiety and all that from other people.
It's draining.
We
It's so
were born
draining.
close, well, not close together, but our birthdays are close together. So we're both Gemini, so we're kind of built that way.
Oh wow. I've never looked into it more further than that. But well, maybe I should look more into being Gemini and what that is. All I know is everybody says she's like bipolar. She's super happy, or she's super one or the other.
Yeah, I know that feeling too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did. It became overwhelming. So I just started blocking a lot of that out. And it's been good. And then the spiritual realm also has been real big.
Oh yeah.
And that was too consuming. They were everywhere all the time, good and bad,
Oh man.
mostly bad. So I just started ignoring it, and I'm happy
I
that I
couldn't
did.
handle that. I couldn't handle that at all. I'll have
Yeah.
to send you a picture of we went ghost hunting one time, and we went to a local graveyard, and it was
Oh, girl, I've
10:30,
done that.
11 o'clock at night, and I was taking pictures, not thinking anything of it, and about 2 months later, my son's looking on the computer, and he says, "Mom, what is this?" And I went, "I don't know. What are you looking at?" And he showed me a picture, and you can see a picture of a demon leaning up against a gravestone.
Oh,
That little bastard followed us home. Oops, sorry. That little bugger followed us home and caused all different kinds of trouble with the house, with electrical problems and car problems. And my daughter's Wiccan, so she knew how to kind of get rid of the little bugger. And so we finally got rid of him. But I'll send you a picture of him. He's pretty creepy looking.
yes. I went into a graveyard late at night on Halloween, and I was just taking pictures in the graveyard and while we were driving, and then in the sky. When I went and pulled it all up on my laptop, I looked at this picture, and it was all of these little things that looked like gravel. But then there was this little thing that didn't look like a piece of gravel, and then some little orange pieces of gravel and red and whatever. So I looked in closer, and it was a picture I took from out the window at the in the air. It wasn't on the ground. It wasn't gravel. It was in the air. It was so congested with orbs that just completely.
Oh wow.
It looked like gravel. They were so thick. So that night we went to the grocery store after that, and then right before we right after we walked into the grocery store, the doors just started opening and shutting, opening and shutting. It would not stop. And then when we left, somebody says, we were talking about it, and the person checking us out said, those doors have not started opening and shutting since y'all have been here. As soon as you walk through that door, they just started. And they've been doing that the whole time y'all were here. So then later, when we talked to that person, they told us that after we left, the doors didn't do that anymore. And I was like, oh my God,
weird.
something did follow us.
That is weird.
Yeah, and then things got really bad after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they cleared up after a while, didn't they?
Yeah, I totally left the whole situation. Yeah.
I was wondering what Rick was doing.
That was
before Rick.
Before Rick.
BR.
Hang on, I gotta plug in.
We were friends, but that was before we were romantically involved.
Low battery.
You needed an extension cord? I got another one.
There we go.
Look how bright it is over there where Vicky is. The sun is still out.
Yeah, it is. It's only 9 o'clock, but it's getting darker.
Hi, Vicky.
It's almost 11 here. We're 1 minute
You
away.
guys are late.
I wanted to hang out at
Might just have to
11 o'clock is past your bedtime.
Yeah, I'm old. I go to bed early.
Me too. Especially on work day.
You're not old. I was born in 71. I'm 49 years old.
I was born in 1960. I just turned 60.
I
Really?
was born in 1982. I just turned 38.
Yeah. I'm one of those old farts.
I've broken a lot of bones in my body, so I feel older.
You look like you
I
have
hear you
like
there.
really beautiful skin and your color.
Why, thank you.
It's dark in the house, and on purpose.
Yeah. So, what is your nationality, Lori?
I'm Scotch, English, Irish, Dutch, and half Finn.
Pokemon.
Oh, wow. Rick
So
says
my dad-
Pokemon.
Yeah. My dad was full Finn. He was full Finnish. His grandmother came over on a boat from Finland.
Oh, wow. So you're half.
Full-blooded Pokemon.
You look like you have nice dark colored skin, kind of goldish.
Well, my mom says there's some Indian in there somewhere, but she doesn't know where.
I believe because everybody else is freaking darker than me. I'm 3/4 Native American, and I'm like so freaking white.
I told you that. You together do
It's so not fair.
I'll take the DNA swab and figure it all out.
Just the top half of me is dark. The bottom half is snow white.
That's what I said. I'm like Native American from here to here, but the rest of me, I'm Pokemon.
Yeah, there you go.
I grew up in Indian homes, like so I used to get beat up by the other kids and my brothers and sisters by the other kids because they were like full blood Native American, and we thought we were half. But Dad just barely found out that he was Choctaw
Hi,
Creek.
Vicky.
And yeah, we used to get beat up by them because we were so white. You know, one of the boys that beat me up, he had blonde hair and blue eyes, and he was whiter than me. I was like, "What's up with that?"
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe some Castilian. There's Castilian. Well, they're not Mexican, but they're Castilians.
Spanish blood.
They're
Yeah.
Spanish. Yeah,
I've seen that
Well,
before.
this chair's retired.
yeah.
Did it just give out on you?
Yep.
Is it broke?
It's bent.
Oh, yeah. That chair's history. You can throw that in the back of my truck.
Good thing they were free chairs.
Good thing.
Oh, look at you, Vicky.
What is she doing?
I don't know, Vicky. You look mocha-mon on your legs too.
Oh, she's putting her thing away.
Her canopy thing.
Canopy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I wish I had hair like that. God, I
Me
wish I
too.
had that. I got Dance with the Fist hair. You know, on Dancing with Wolves, the half-breed girl
Yeah.
with the fist. That's like how my hair is.
Well, they call her stands with fist.
I don't remember.
I do. Because one of the elders was making fun of her. She went,
Oh yeah,
stands with fists.
oh yeah. She knocked somebody out. Oh my God, that was
That
so
was-
good to know that about you, Lori. You don't mind me saying
that?
calling you Lori with your name being Tiny Titan, right?
Yeah.
I should have asked you that in the first place. Oh my God. I am so glad you came. I really did not think you were going to come up. What are you doing? Yes.
Oh, I figured what the heck. I'm just sitting here watching the Eagles on TV, and they were getting kind of boring because I've already seen them in concert. So figured
Who?
why not do something new?
The Eagles.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Come on.
He said, rock on.
Yeah. It was great. We had nosebleed seats, but it was still good.
Oh, you went?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When?
Oh, this was a couple years ago.
Oh, you were
My
watching
daughter
it?
and I
Watching
went.
your video?
Probably before the vid. Nobody goes to concerts no more. They have virtual concerts now.
Not anymore. I wish we had more, but
We just spent $75.
you know what came around. We can't do any concerts.
Oh my gosh. So, Lori, are y'all on like lockdown or what's it called? Where you're not allowed to go out?
No, we can go out. We just have to wear masks in public.
Oh, okay. You know, Vicky has been, ever since it very first started, everything's been shut down. Stay at home. Oh yeah, stay at home.
Mandatory.
No restaurants, nothing open.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. We've got my nail tech is open, so I can go get my nails done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There is kind of a partial shutdown, but I think it's no. Wait a minute. They did open restaurants where you can go inside restaurants. It's
no dining in.
because you have to wear a mask to get inside the restaurant,
and then take it off to eat.
Then take it off to eat. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's how it is over here too.
We're back down to what they call 50% capacity at restaurants.
Yeah, is y'all's 50% capacity too?
Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, so
yeah, it's crazy. Have you seen how Texas skyrocketed, especially Houston? Harris County.
No, I haven't.
Harris County. Okay, so on phase one, woohoo! Well, she was tearing it up. So when phase one came and they started opening things up, what was I going to say? I just forgot.
About Texas.
Oh, yeah. So when they were going to open up, the governor said, he was going to try to pass it where you have to wear a mask or it's $1,000 fine. Well, they ruled that was, I guess, ridiculous, whatever. And so it didn't pass. So then everybody got to go wherever they wanted to without wearing a mask. And then it spread like wildfire. Now it's so, I say 1 out of 10. Honey, 1 out of 10. It might be worse than that now. Have it or are gonna get it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. So
Oh, that's
um
crazy.
yeah, it's super bad. All of our they just did an emergency alert that said that the hospitals are at full capacity
Wow.
for everybody to stay in.
Look at them guns.
So yeah, it's well
We've
now
only
they have
got
it.
Y'all got a
we've only
permit for
got
this gun
60
shop?
cases in our county. Only
Only
60 cases. Only 60.
Wow.
And we live in a large county, but it's spread out.
You're
What
not
was
real
that, Rick?
contested with people.
We're pretty rural, but you know, our areas, well, except for Portland, Oregon, Salem, Oregon, Eugene.
You're in Oregon?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You only hop, skip, and jump away from me.
Oh, really?
I'm in Tri-Cities, right in on the Columbia River.
Oh,
We're in Tri-City
wow.
too.
I'm about an hour's drive over into Oregon.
Oh, wow. That is just a hop, skip, and a jump. Well, I'm over on the west coast of Oregon, so I'm closer to the
Oh.
beach.
Oh, okay. I got some cousins that live over there.
We're close to the beach.
It's a beautiful place. I've lived in Texas for a little
Oh, you have
while.
where at? Oh, Odessa?
Odessa, yeah. Yeah, Odessa, Midland.
Yeah, by Midland. I used to do when I did hot shot. I used to do cross country hot shot, and I used to make a lot of trips to Midland or Odessa.
We called it Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's still right there. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, it was bad for us. It was really bad. We were living
It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, right?
What's that?
Isn't it kind of in the middle of nowhere? There's not a lot out there, huh?
I got it down.
Well, we were on the bad part of town too, so that didn't help.
Oh, okay.
And,
Sorry, I don't know what happened. It kicked me off, but I'm back.
so that really kind of sucked. But and then I got pregnant, so I didn't want to have a Texan for a baby because
Thank you, honey.
my first child is 4th generation born in Douglas County, Oregon. So I wanted to keep it that way because I'm 3rd generation born in Oregon. She's 4th generation born in Oregon.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so I wanted to keep it
beautiful
that way.
out there.
Me and my
We
brother
didn't travel much.
generation born Texans.
We were
Is Klamath Falls in Oregon or Idaho?
That was too much wind. I couldn't hear you.
Is Klamath Falls in Oregon or Idaho?
It's in Oregon.
It shows your mic is on.
I used to live there for a little while when I was like 10.
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's quite a ways from me.
The highway.
It's about a 3.5 hour drive.
Kathy, he's telling me I need to come inside.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
We probably
Yeah,
need to.
It's
my
11
video's up, by the way. My video I put out earlier about the dog collar is out.
Oh, it's ready now?
Yeah, it's
Go check it out.
10 minutes and 34 seconds.
Bless you, baby.
Thank you.
Bless you, Rick.
So happy in doing this with her.
But
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
my husband is like, you need to come in the house. I was pounding on the wall. So
Uh,
I just hear this log.
Get in here.
But yeah, we'll have to do this again, Kathy.
Oh yeah, you still got to finish your cigarette.
Yeah, I
You
gotta.
got to I got to finish my cigarette first.
Do a little
I don't
early
smoke
tomorrow.
now.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
smoke, but I'm one of those vapor guys that
Oh
do the
no.
I had one
vaping.
of those too.
So
I did too, and I started like coughing and hacking and stuff. And I thought it was bad, but then I realized it was
I'm
probably because
finishing
my
my
lungs were
cigarette.
getting
You're
cleaned
gonna
out,
come in.
and
oh
that
really?
happens when you stop smoking, then your lungs get cleaned out. Oh look,
So when vapes first came out, they all said that
Oh,
vapes
there you go. Yeah.
and better for you than cigarettes. Now they're saying it's the other way around. Cigarettes are better.
nobody knows anything.
I'm gonna die one way or another.
Yeah,
Science,
Happy, right?
science is always getting it wrong until later on,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they get it wrong again.
yeah. Then they get it wrong again.
Yeah, and then they get it right again. Just like eggs. You know, eggs were good for you, then they're bad for you, now they're good for you
Now they're
again.
good for you again.
Yeah.
I don't think they know what the hell they're talking about either.
My Gagapom. Yeah, he lived to be 95.
Yeah, my mom just
I
passed
said,
away
if
and
my
she was
cigarette's out,
92.
so hon, I'm gonna have to let you go, and we can do this again at another time. Now, somebody told me you get, I think, 20,000 hours before you can't do much more lives. I don't think we'll reach it, but there's only a certain amount of hours free, and then you have to buy after that.
Oh, on StreamYard?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Just so you know, I don't know exactly how many hours you get, but in my opinion, I don't think I'll ever reach it. It just struck me as I'm not going to do that many hours in 1 month.
I bet you
But
do.
now that you're doing it and we're doing it together, I don't
Thanks to
know.
you.
I bet you a pack of Twizzlers.
Rick bets you a pack of Twizzlers.
Oh, thank you.
Make sure they're licorice.
Yeah, the black licorice, the green licorice
Black
kind.
licorice.
I know. I'll buy
The
like a
black
whole bunch of
licorice.
black licorice, and I'll take all the black licorice out and then put it in a Ziploc, and then Rick can disperse them between y'all.
There you go.
The green
The
licorice.
jelly beans
Hey,
too.
keep your ears and eyes open for black licorice root.
Yes, black
Make some
licorice.
tea when I come up there. We'll make some
Wait,
black
I
licorice
think
tea.
it's only down south that you can find that kind of stuff.
Buffering for a second.
I couldn't hear what she said.
I think it's only down south where you can find the black licorice root. You can't find it up anywhere around where I
Oh, we
live,
live in the
or
South.
so
Like
I think
south
it's more
where we are?
down south.
Like South Texas, maybe?
Maybe
Or if
down
it,
even down like Tennessee, Alabama, that kind of area. That's maybe Oklahoma, because I think my husband's grandmother used to talk about it.
okay, all you people that are watching this live, surprise me with some black licorice root. I would love you to pieces.
Okay. Even if they're not
A
watching
shout
it,
out. A
watch
shout
it.
out for black licorice root,
I'm trying
please.
to look for it when we get off here. I'm going to go to Walmart.com, see if I can't get it ordered down here.
I found out how to save the video off of the
Lost
phone.
Tiny
Post.
Titan. She's gone.
Hit the wrong button.
Oh, there she is. But my cigarette is over,
Hit the wrong button.
Kathy,
There I am.
and so I am gonna have to call it a night, sweetie, because Kenny is throwing his little manly baby fit.
We still
Okay.
Well, it was
We'll
nice
do
talking
this
to you,
again.
Vicky.
Nice talking to you.
It was
After a
so
while,
fun.
crocodile.
Hasta la pasta.
Rick says hasta la pasta.
Hasta la pasta, Rick. After a while, crocodile. Kathy.
Thank you so much, Vicky. Mwah.
Bye.
I don't think we're going to be here much longer anyway. It's after 11 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know, we
it's
gotta end this with
late
you
for you guys.
saying your words and me ending it with my words.
Yes. And then we'll
Gotta
all
be,
just,
yeah.
okie doke. So, see you later, alligator.
Stay
After a
classy.
while, crocodile.
Your turn, Lori.
Okay, bye-bye. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye,
We'll be
y'all.
doing this again, Lori. Hope
Bye.
to see you again.
Yes,
Oh,
you just
yeah,
made
I do
my
too.
night. I'm so happy you came on. Holy moly.
Oh, I'm glad to come on. It was fun. It
Thank
was
you.
fun.
All right, love you guys.
Okay, love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
End broadcast.